So, hello, hi, TV land. We're back. It's Rambo, Barbie.
There you go.
And tonight we have a few guests, and this is the Rule 62 podcast. And we are down here at 4026 Washington Avenue North Side.
Behind Minuteman Press.
Yep, if you see a big gray building with a little guy and a lit up face, that's us, and we're in the back. Yeah. So, yeah, the Rule 62 podcast. Let's introduce our guests, our first guests.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Hi, Megan.
And I'm Trudy.
Hi, Trudy.
Hello.
So, I know that you know, Trudy, what the Rule 62 is. Yes.
It is that we do not take ourselves too seriously.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, no problem there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
no
and
worries there.
I thought the story was pretty interesting how it got there. Anyway, so we do have a couple of things we have to announce first. First things first, I don't know where my face is. We have the Hot Rods for Hope.
Just hope.
Yeah. Just Hope presents Hot Rods for Hope. Registration opens at 10 a.m. $20 registration for all show vehicles. $10 suggested donation. 50-50 raffle with prizes. This is all happening May 16th, 2026. So soon. At the Mermaid, 2200 Mounds View Boulevard in Mounds View, Minnesota. And this is a drug and alcohol free event. Not that drugs and alcohol are free, but we are going without them at this event because we're in recovery and we live our recovery out loud and with cars and cool stuff. Yeah.
Man, I really do hope them all the success in the world because whoever put that flyer together,
masterpiece. That is a good flyer too.
That is my
I think I give good flyer.
That's a plug for Ashley World.
You're gonna-
Design.
Yeah.
That is for Ashley World. Shout out graphic design extraordinaire.
Yeah,
That's
that
my
is
Yeah,
really
that
nice.
was pro.
Yeah.
I give pretty good flyer, but that right there,
This was professional.
yes, that's
Got
professional.
so many sponsors on here. There's
Yours
just
are
too
pretty
many
good.
to list.
There, I got a couple homies over there at Just the Hope. They
Just
do
the
good
Hope.
stuff.
Yeah. And I've been to I guess I don't even know what you would call it, like a Christian concert or something at some big church at the
Yeah.
Against the Odds recovery and reentry. Those people came and they talked.
Yeah, so Just Hope, but this is the thing that they do for to make the money. But what they do on the ground in what I've been a part of for them is going into the encampments and reentry services. Though that's what this money for these events goes towards. It's in the trenches. They're going into the encampments with food, water, Narcan,
clean
Betty.
supplies.
Yeah, I really like their mission. They got
Yeah.
good stuff going on.
Yeah, so they do these flashy things to bring people in. It's what they're doing at literally ground level.
Nice.
That's a good work.
Love that.
So
I
we
love that.
support Just Hope. We love them.
Cool. Okay, so we're gonna get into it. And for anybody who is new to our show, we hit our guests with a soft question to break the ice, and then we hit them with a heavier hit and recovery question just to make you analyze yourself and some stuff, maybe a little bit more than you thought of. Long story longer. Trudy, tell us, please, a unique or quirky habit that you have.
Oh,
You biting toenails? Are you? Do you eat weird stuff?
Like your
do
toenails.
you have a bubble gum collection underneath a table somewhere?
maybe it's not necessarily
You want to get?
a quirk. However, some things that really irritate me and it just really bothers me, is when a cap to a condiment is
Dirty.
yes, I can't stand it.
Mhm.
So I just grabbed some mustard out of the refrigerator a couple days ago, and it was full of mustard all over. It was so gross. I'm just wipe it off. But yeah, it's one of those things that just makes my blood boil.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm right there with you.
So are you one of those people that'll walk around the place with the mustard, cussing people out the whole time, or do you just wipe it off and go on about your
I
life?
used to be that person.
Okay.
And but now living with 9 other girls, the
Mhm.
majority of the time we're not all home. And when I used to be a manager for a salon, and I had many stylists under my management, whatever. One thing though is that I always realized if you complain about somebody, there's people can complain about you too. And so,
Right.
so that's one thing I've been really trying to work on is instead of complaining about other people, just knowing that, you know, I'm not perfect and there's things that bother other people about me. So
You know,
Right.
You know the saying, you got time to lean, you got time to clean.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
I like to say, like, if you got time to complain, you had time to just do it and
Yeah.
move on with your life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
You
Megan,
know?
Yes.
Megan,
Okay.
if you could meet any, nope, I don't want that one for you.
No.
No,
Mm-mm.
I got an easy question.
Oh God.
Why haven't you been at karaoke? I miss you there.
work. She's doing this
Oh,
recovery thing. She's doing the
I'll
Lord's
take
work.
work.
Well,
I'll take
yeah,
work.
but I have my song picked out for this Friday night.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss
What
the
I
Friday nights.
need is a good defense. Cause
Oh,
I'm
love Fiona.
feeling like a
criminal. Hi,
criminal.
Fiona.
Yes.
And I need to be redeemed to the one I sinned against.
That's right.
Cause he's all I ever know of love. I love Fiona.
You don't know
Apple.
Fiona Apple? That was a
I know
cut
Fiona
back then.
Apple's not that song.
And that's
Oh.
just me sitting down, Big O. I'm gonna bring the heat.
Bring that
Bring
shit.
the
Bring it.
heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could bring back any fashion trend at all from any time, which would it be?
Big hair.
Yeah, 80s big hair. Yes.
Farrah. Like I mean not because I have no choice in
Yeah.
the matter.
Yeah,
But
I like it.
if I could tease it and blow dry it and do the big bangs,
Oh, love
Bang,
it.
bang.
I mean I really have no choice. It is just this big.
listen, I'm
It's just
perpetually
this
stuck
big.
in the 80s, so I love
I mean
it.
that's
Don't
fine.
feel bad,
That's
me
fine.
neither.
But
Me too.
by hair I can't. This is just what it is.
Yeah.
So big hair. I
big
guess.
hair. Awesome. Okay. Cool.
Mhm.
Cool. What you got, Big O?
All right. I got some heat.
Okay then.
Yeah, I bring the glasses now because I don't want to pretend like I'm not an old man anymore. It is what it is. All right. I'm going to go 1, 2. That's the one for you.
What's up?
All right. How are you actively working on your destigmatizing? Okay. How are you actively working to destigmatize your recovery for yourself and people you interact with?
Oh,
Is this for me?
That's for you.
I am changing the language that I use when I speak at public engagements, and my public engagements are getting to be more and more frequent.
Yeah.
So maybe if I am introducing myself and my story and I say, oh, you know, relapse is part of recovery, that may not be true, but my story does have a return to use in it.
Mhm.
I like that part. I do love that when
where
you say
we're
that.
saying these slogans, but then we're
Yeah.
also adding, and then it's not a relapse, it's a reset. You didn't
Yes.
Yeah.
you didn't mess
Those
up.
things
You
matter.
reset.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
Mhm.
reset. And also I do tend to live unapologetically. So when I publicly speak, I tell my whole story.
Yeah.
That way other women that may be suffering the same
Yeah.
guilt do not go into do not go into the despair of shame, because we are not what we did in our addiction.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah.
have to we have to forgive ourselves for our actions because they did not define us.
You know, and that's something that Megan and I were in inpatient together when I got clean this last time. And she would tell me that all the time.
It is not what happens to us that defines us. It is our reaction to it.
That's
yes, that part.
That
I'm
helps
glad
us.
you had somebody to tell you that.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I dislike it when you say harsh things about yourself.
Apparently, that's a
That
general consensus.
Yeah.
negative talk.
You know,
You know, if
because
you
you
if
hear
you
it
overheard
too.
if you overheard somebody talking about your best friend the way that you let yourself talk about
Yeah.
in your head, you would open that
Listen, my
can.
daughter actually recently just said that too. She brought that to me. She goes, "Mom, I love you," and I get, because for me it's I got to make it funny or I'll be
Yeah,
sad
yeah.
about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But she goes, "But Mom, how would you feel if I was doing that? If I was always putting myself down, even to get a laugh out of people?" She's like, I look up to you, and
And just from myself, my own perspective, I've been told and I've noticed that I bring up my weight way before anybody else does.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
oh yeah, we're the
And-
first to point out our
yeah.
own flaws to people.
Yeah.
Because we're the ones that notice them the most.
And they hear it, and your own spirit hears it
Yeah.
too. When you say stuff,
The thing though is when you talk about your weight, I really think about like it's in such a positive light.
Hmm.
Like I've never heard you actually say anything negative.
Big.
I'm working on it.
But my friend here will tell you that you're going to stop doing that around me, because if you say something negative about you, what am I going to do? I'm going to need 5 positives right now.
Oh, I
Hey,
hated
oh.
that.
Say it. That's
I
what's up.
hated
Yeah,
that.
I'm
But
gonna
you know
need
what?
5 right now.
Gosh,
right
I should
now.
almost, you know what? I took that with me for my first entire year of recovery, and I would stop people up and do that. And God, I hated it myself, but it's effective. And I think maybe I should start doing that again, because I've been awfully negative lately. And I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be positive, radiant, live my recovery out loud, be hopeful and helpful.
I mean, how can you go
That's
around
right.
being sick of something if you're not willing to change it?
That part.
That part.
Yeah.
You don't want to.
Yep.
Yeah. If you got time to complain about it, you got time to change it.
Yes. Yes.
All right, ma'am. I have your question ready for you.
All right, sir.
All right. Hold on. Glasses.
Oh my.
Man, you need to
I
just
couldn't
keep
remember.
them spectaculars on.
No, because I can't see. Like if I do
Oh,
this,
the-
then
Yeah.
she's blurry. But
And he
here,
wants to see me.
you already know.
Murphy
here's the
Lewis,
question,
it's
here's the
recovery,
question.
not discovery.
That makes the joke I was about to do worse now, because I was gonna say,
No.
your question
better
is, are you or are you not madly in love with me?
Oh, come on. This
all
is-
right, all right,
Okay,
all
you need to
right,
stop.
all
You
right,
need to
all right.
stop.
Okay, I'm not madly in love.
Oh,
with you.
okay.
However,
Don't
however-
inflate
I
his
love you.
ego.
Please,
Oh,
please
boy.
inflate my ego. There you go.
you see, yes,
I
there's
know. I
love.
see.
I do love you, but not madly in love with you, because
That's right.
this is a
We love
selfish
you, Big
program.
L.
And I'm
Selfish.
trying to work on me.
That's right. That's right.
I love that. That was a perfect answer.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Yes.
That didn't deflate my ego at all. Okay, here we go. Trigger warning for those out there. The question is, describe a trigger you experienced today or recently. How did you handle the experience?
Okay, so huge people, places, and things. I like
Be
really,
descriptive, get personal.
Oh,
get-
I'm going
yeah.
to. I'm
Okay, there
going
you
to.
go.
Just I really minimized the hold that those can have on you, and just when you think that you
What's
have,
that? Your people, places, and things?
Yeah.
Yes. Mhm.
and like really, I thought that I'm strong enough, because I've always considered myself a strong person. I'm resilient. I've got grit, and however, no.
No.
I mean, those things are true. However, being around certain people,
Mhm.
even when they're sober, just my association with them is use.
Yep.
And so, like, there's an ex of mine, and he, not the ones you guys have, not the one you've met, but we use a lot, and he's got 9 months sober, but just even him calling or texting, it just, my first thought is use.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
so
I have an
it's-
older brother that way.
Yeah, it's
I have a few people that way. Yeah.
yeah, and I've told him, I really like, I have to be away, and he's like, no, but
Mhm.
really, I can't be around it, otherwise I'm using.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's not just him, it's anyone.
Okay. Well, I have the same issue, and it's been very hard to I guess I don't know how else to say it, like cut people,
It's hard.
places, and things out. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
not go by the same
Mhm.
places that I used to go. Even walking down a street can trigger whatever ill memory.
And just for the people out there who are like, so if you're thinking like, oh, that's simple, just be strong, because sometimes people who aren't addicts, they'll talk like that. Just be strong. Willpower, don't you have any? And there's a very particular reason why willpower is not what we can lean on. And that is because when it comes to recovery and alcoholism and drug addiction and whatever it is your ism is, these are things that we use to cope with life. These are not negatives. That's not how our body experiences drugs and alcohol. That's not how, we experience it in the moment as a helping hand. So how am I going to be defensive against something that's helping me?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. The alternative is to build micro habits that support new coping skills.
Okay, so for anybody who
Talk
doesn't
about
know, what is a micro habit? What do you mean when you say micro habit?
That is a good point. So one of my coping skills is prayer, right?
Mhm.
So a micro habit is that I don't get to negotiate with myself in the morning. I wake up, I get up, I do my prayer. So the process of being up by 6 o'clock, that is the habit.
Mhm.
It's a very easy one to break. It's a very easy one to keep too. But if I'm up by 6 o'clock, I'm on my feet, I'm saying my prayers. And that's how the day starts. Starts the day with intention and then we can go on from there. From there, I move into my next habit, which my next coping skill, which is my morning routine of stretches and working out. You see what I'm saying? Those are little bitty things that are put into place, and over the day they build into a me that didn't get hot, drunk, or do some deviant stuff.
Right.
So I have to say that I've lived in every time zone as an adult. Okay. And I have committed crimes and caught a case and I've had recovery in those time zones too, right? And I've moved to them by myself. I am a solo roller. Okay. So I would say that my people that are going to trigger a reuse to use is me.
Yeah.
And the places that are going to trigger a return to use is what?
Your head
is up here. It's it's not the dark recesses of my mind that are going to screw me over. It's the ones that are going to glorify and tell me that I am Griselda Blanco and I got this.
Yes.
And nobody hurt me because yo soy Griselda Blanco.
Yes.
See, and the things that are going to the things that are going to take me back out are the bad decisions that led me to touch dirt just a little bit or lead my pride to let me think that I have this going to return me over and over again. And the only way to combat that, when it lives so deep inside of myself that I can go to California and start committing crimes and selling narcotics in myself, or I could go to Pennsylvania and do it, or I can come back to Minnesota, get off paper and do it again. The only thing that's going to keep me from doing that is lessons I've learned through MRT and decision points, and also just taking a breath and running that script through.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that I haven't taken a breath and ran that script through and said, run it anyway.
Yeah. That part.
I still have to connect to my higher power and say, please remove from me what blocks me from myself. And that's where service works comes in, because I know that if I go back to that, I can't do well for the next. I can't do any good for the next person.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's gonna. And now that I have children that are addicts and suffrage, I have to do right.
Yes, absolutely. So we are nearing the end of the first guest segment. And at the end of every guest segment, we give each guest 30 seconds to give a shout out to whatever entity, a phrase, something that sustains your recovery, a place, a program you've been, whatever it is.
I'm going to give a shout out to Christ Satisfies, and it's a sober house. I live in it, and I shout out to all my roommates and Katrina and Chelsea and Stone.
Yes.
I love them all.
Cool. Trudy, have you signed our wall?
I have.
Okay.
But
if you'd like to sign it again, you
I
can.
think I actually signed. Oh no, yeah, I see me.
Right on.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, and Megan, how about you?
I got nothing, man. I guess just hope they're pretty awesome.
Why don't you plug some of the things that you do?
What are the things that I do?
Yeah,
man?
like,
I don't be doing things to just be doing them, right?
You speak.
I'm gonna do this. I do speak.
Thank you, Trudy.
I have an H&I commitment. I speak at a treatment center that is LGBTQ, and I do transitional housing for people that are non-binary and transgender.
Thank you for saying that. So what is the name of the entity that is the LGBTQIA? Because there's a lot of people that have been asking me about those outward resources outside of where I am.
Okay, so I feel like I could tell you that Tapestry has absorbed Latitudes, and now that Pride has closed down, they are the number one treatment center for LGBTQ identifying people in the St. Paul area. The place where I work, Missions Inc., Meredith Hart House, we do transitional housing for biologically born women that identify as women, people that identify as women, and for non-binary, even those that are biologically born male, non-binary with substance abuse disorder, looking for after
awesome
GRH funding. What else do I do? The end of the month, I'll be speaking at my first Zoom forum out of the East Coast for some guys that I met at Minac. It's pretty good stuff. You know, this is my first big show, I guess you could say, but it's not really about me. If
I'm
it's
excited.
about me, I'd be back out there doing things.
Right.
Great.
Hello. Hi. So, if you could sign the wall on the way out, and thank you so much for coming on the show, Megan. I love you so much.
I love you too. Bye.
Bye.
See you Friday.
Yes, ma'am.
I wish I could be here Friday. Hello.
You guys have been on before, right?
No. Okay, so take a seat, please, and throw on a headset, please. And we'll wait for you to get your headsets on. All right. And then when you speak, you got to speak like right into the mic. You might have to pull.
Yep, right there.
Oh,
right
can
back
you
over.
adjust that one for?
Yes.
Oh, there we go. There we go. So you have to like almost put your mouth on it. Like
right on it.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
There you go.
Yeah,
there you
you
go.
got it.
Okay. Thank you, Megan. Have a good night. Who do we got on the show tonight?
My name is Trey.
Hi, Trey.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
I'm Jaleesa.
Hi, Jaleesa. And this is the Rule 62 podcast. And do either of you know what the Rule 62 in recovery means?
I do not.
No, I don't.
Please
It
explain.
stands for don't take yourself too seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't take ourselves too seriously on the
Yeah.
show. We have guests on, obviously, and we
Yeah.
ask a soft question to break the ice. And then O comes in with the heavy hitters to make you think about your recovery a little harder than you would have
Yeah.
prior.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
All right. Let's see. And I'm sorry, what did you say your name was again?
My name is Trey.
Trey
Yeah.
Songs.
Yeah,
Ooh,
something like that.
ooh. Now that's gonna be in there all day, all night. Trey, if you could have an endless supply of any food in the world, already made or whatever,
Seem
however,
like a Takis type.
No
Ooh,
Takis.
Come
Takis.
You ain't got
Shepherd's
Takis.
pie. Shepherd's pie.
Shepherd's pie. Okay.
Close.
What you got? What you got?
No, mine's is seafood.
Really?
I
What
love
kind?
seafood. Snow crab legs, Dungeness crab.
Yeah,
Okay,
king
okay.
crab. Oh,
King crab,
golly.
Not for you?
Super meaty.
No.
Yeah,
No?
I love crab, but I don't like fish in general.
same.
Yeah.
Same. I like crab and lobster, and that's about it.
That's it.
And
That's
lobster's
it.
pushing it.
Yeah.
What about deep fried salmon? No?
I
All day.
have a hard time with
All
deep
day.
fried stuff.
All day. Yeah.
Him all day.
Yeah.
I do
Even,
like
even on the grill.
a smoked salmon
Yeah.
steak.
He's a
That's pretty
chef.
Yeah.
He's an
Oh,
went to gourmet school, whatever that's called.
nice.
Yeah.
Culinary
Yeah,
school. Cool,
culinary
cool.
school. Yep.
Nice.
Jalisa, if you could, Jalessa or Jalisa?
Jaleesa.
Jalisa. If you could pick up a certain skill, any skill, instant, like right now, and know it by heart, what would that skill be?
To be able to ignore people.
There you
Really?
go. Be a duck. Be a duck. Wah, wah.
For real.
Let
Yeah.
that roll off.
Yeah.
Right,
I say that so many times every day at work.
No,
Yeah.
For real. You got if somebody's talking at the side of their neck, you can ignore that. I have a bad time doing that. So I wish I could just ignore it.
You got I'll punch a person. Ooh, I was about to say the B.
Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah, you got I'll punch a person vibes about you. Is that accurate?
Me too.
Super accurate.
Me
Super accurate.
too.
Wait, hold on. Let me rephrase that. Do you have punch your boyfriend vibes about you?
I can.
Hey, no, we already knew.
More like slap a boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
No. That's
No.
we ain't doing
No, we
nothing
ain't doing
open handed. No,
Hey, quick, just
allegedly.
allegedly. Quick sidebar. I remember when me and EJ first met. You talked a lot about the boyfriend problems and the things they were doing to you, and then you fast forward some years of getting to really know you, and you growing up and talking about your stuff more freely. And all of a sudden, it was like, yeah, apparently I abuse boyfriends, and like what?
What happened?
Listen,
What?
no, listen. In my, I
I
say it like that, but like, honest to God, like I'll never be the first one to throw.
I know.
I
swear.
will
I
never.
Nope.
And so the domestic that I caught was a self-defense.
No doubt.
No.
No doubt.
But on paper, it looks like I do meth with men and beat them.
Beat
So that's just what I say to people because why not?
Because it's
Keeps them
funny,
away,
right?
dude. It keeps them what? Yeah. If you think I'm unstable, I don't have to worry about you getting in too close.
If you say you're crazy, they don't know how crazy you are. I like crazy until you really see crazy. And
Mhm.
Like I need to get out of
I
here.
Mhm.
still do like crazy.
I used to say that I could walk into a room with 100 sane women with their stuff together, jobs and everything, gonna treat me good, and one crazy woman, and I'm gonna find her and
I
fall
bet.
in love with her by the
Yes.
end of the night.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no
That's
doubt.
facts. That's
Facts.
facts.
Yes. What you got for the heavy hitting question?
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
1, 2. This one's for you.
I like
I'm
that.
doing- I'm
I like
doing it
that.
now.
I do like
Yeah.
that. I do like that. That's a nice upgrade.
All right. Here we go. Are there elements of your treatment that you could be improving to help the process? Wait, I'm sorry. Are there elements of your treatment that could be improved to help you process your negative emotions better. What are they?
Yes.
Talk about it.
So I'm not good with.
Can you close that door, please?
While she's answering, I got it. No, you answer your question. Go ahead.
I got it.
Now we done
I
disrupted.
got it.
Now everybody's distracted. Read the damn question over again. Shit.
Are there elements of your treatment or ongoing recovery that needs to be strengthened for you to better process negative emotions?
Like I said again, yes.
Yes.
I say how I say that, I guess, is I don't deal with nothing good. So if I had a step in my recovery whenever I get back into treatment that
Keep it closer to the mic.
that could really like sit like one-on-one type things, or even my own self mentally to sit and work the negative things that my negative mental, anything like that, I would be doing it, because negative, like I said, negative anything gets in the way of my recovery no matter what.
I got a question to follow up there.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's embarrassment.
Yeah.
That's the top dog
Mhm.
that I have a hard time processing, and I get angry and potentially violent. What's your hard one? The one emotion that's like top dog,
Guilt.
like guilt.
Mm-hmm.
Shame.
Now, shame,
guilt,
because
yeah.
okay. So yeah, shame. Because guilt is facts. You
Mhm.
guilty or you're not guilty. Guilt is actually relational, because to be able to admit your guilt is to be able to say, okay, this is what I could or could not do to rectify the situation.
Correct.
But the shame that's behind that, the way you feel about being guilty, that's a different story.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. I like that. That was good. I have a hard time following them long ass questions.
Yeah.
I know.
ADH squirrel.
That's why I'm here to help keep it on track.
Keep-
Don't
yeah,
worry.
he
Yeah,
does a
no,
good
as I
job
was
with that.
talking, I'm losing a little bit. Like, what was it again? Okay.
Yeah.
On track.
Yeah, we were actually talking about that the other day. Is like, so I went to school last year for communications, and like, I'm not very good at utilizing them skills. So I pulled my books out, and I was like, oh yeah, we got to repeat stuff back,
that,
and
yeah.
like more
That was-
active listening.
That was such a
Yeah.
productive conversation, by the way.
It was. We should have recorded it.
We should have.
I know
That would
it.
have been great.
That would have been great. Yeah. What's the next question?
All right, here we go.
Right.
All right. 2. Yep, this one's for you. All right.
That is kind of cool.
I like it. It's got a good ring.
What would be a constructive and positive morning ritual or routine for you? What might happen if you tried it for a week? Heavy.
Where the hell has that
That's
question
good.
been?
like
I
that.
know, right?
What? You
We've
just
been
were
talking
talking about that.
Yep.
Talking about this.
Okay. Mine would be in the morning will be meditation, because I'm so big on spirituality.
Let me ask real quick. What kind of meditation? Like
yeah.
music, guided,
Yes, music. 'cause
lights, no lights?
I'm an R&B singer. So
Okay.
music would definitely be the meditation for me in my household in the morning.
So if you are R&B singer, you know about Friday night karaoke.
He's
with
been
Big O?
up. He's been
Okay.
up.
All
This
right.
one, look, yo, shut for the people at home. This one here keeps this brother on his toes. Before he even got here today, she was like, "Yep, we'll do it."
Nice. Yeah.
And
Sometimes
as soon
you
as I
gotta
came
take
in, she's
that.
like, "We're up,
We're
I'm
up.
like, all right, cool.
Yeah, nice.
I had to get in the character.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's amazing though, because sometimes, like, the perfect example of that right there. Like, I didn't come eagerly into these rooms.
Mhm.
I had to have the hand of somebody else to, no
Exactly.
matter
Right.
what it is. Like, some of us aren't brave enough or courageous enough or whatever enough to feel like we are not enough,
But
right?
Yes,
that
exactly.
comfortability though, that comfortability of somebody that you know, it definitely
Yeah.
helps.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And
Well,
what's
even-
crazy is I'm ask him. I'm shy. I'm super shy. I had to do this. This is something for me. This is new. This is very. I've never done this before a day in my life, and I didn't even think of it. Brought it up to my attention. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, hell yeah, we gonna do this. Yes, we are gonna do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try something new. Period.
Yeah.
She makes me comfortable when we're around doing new things, and I make her comfortable as we doing new things and finding new excerpts and everything. So
Yeah.
That's
that's a
awesome.
good thing. Yeah,
That's
it's a good
awesome.
thing, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Okay. Back to that question.
Yeah, it'll be
Morning routine.
music. I love music. I love R&B music. I love Christian. I love Christian music as well. The older version, not the new version, but the older version with some soul to it.
Okay.
And it's
Them-
really
them real
uplifting.
spiritual. Like,
There you go.
Mhm.
Yes.
Wait. Mm,
Yes. With the tambourine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's not be blasphemous. Let's not be blasphemous.
What
The
were you
people
praising?
we praising, we praising.
Yeah. But definitely my family, my little family that I have, we love doing that in the morning. It starts the day. I know they say breakfast it helps in the morning.
Mhm.
It starts the day, but no, music ritual for us starts our morning off.
That's me
It's-
too. Like if I'm gonna have a good day, if I want to have a good day and project that for the rest of the day, I have to start with music, even if it sounds like an angry 17-year-old boy lives upstairs.
I'll never hear your music.
Good.
Yeah.
You don't never hear me screaming up there. Well, I
Nope.
really am. I haven't really been lately. I've been really depressed.
I
But
mean, get loud with it. I mean, yeah.
you know I am. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
why I'm wondering why I never heard you up there. I'm like, okay. We're roommates, by the way, just so people
Okay.
are wondering.
Yep. But you know.
What about the question afterwards? The question said, "And what would you do if he did it for a week?"
Yeah.
Yes.
What would,
Thank you for bringing that back.
thank you. Yes.
It'd be the most amazing thing, like to get to show it off and show other people what our household is like. Waking up to music and showing it off. I think it'll be great.
Right. And
Yeah.
raising your child in that environment too,
Yeah.
making that
Yeah.
part of a routine, then
Correct.
that becomes like can be a tradition. It
A
can become a
tradition.
tradition.
Yep.
Yes.
You know?
Family tradition.
Yes, a
Yeah,
family
like singing to
tradition,
kids
yes.
before they go to sleep or reading them a book before they go to sleep. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It becomes a ritual.
A
Yes.
schedule.
Mhm.
Schedule
Yeah.
something.
I thought we had another. I
We
don't know
do.
what's happening.
Well, unless he went out there and found him a different ride home, because I'm his ride home tonight.
Well,
You know.
no, she said as her mouth made a circle. Well,
Oh. Well, I mean, okay, so we still got some time to kill.
We
You
sure
guys,
do.
yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Just freestyle for a little bit, whatever you want to talk about.
You want to go, babe?
Yeah, I guess I'll go first. Okay, so
Are you an East Coast person? Are you from here? Where are you from?
I'm originally from here. I went everywhere in my
he
life.
goes here.
Yeah.
Upright, yeah. But like, no, like just like when my fiance first met me, he was like, "You from New York or something?" 'Cause
Yeah.
he's from Philly.
You got a vibe. You got a vibe.
Definitely.
I've definitely been in New York for a while. I love New York.
Yeah, you strike me as like maybe a Philly girl. Yeah.
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 Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there he
I
is.
mean, dealing with somebody from Philly as myself
Jeez.
she's definitely a Philly. She's definitely a Philly girl.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
a Philly person too?
He's
I'm from Philly.
Yeah. No,
Wow.
I caught none of those vibes from you.
No,
Crazy.
no.
I thought you were.
Northamptons.
What?
The Hamptons.
Oh no.
You look like a bougie guy. Kind of a little bit.
I told you.
You do. You look fancy.
No, let me tell you something right now.
No
You
way.
say one bad thing to me, and it's lights out.
Yeah.
I've seen him knock
That's
at
when they
least
come out.
5 people out for calling me the B word. I swear to
Oh,
God.
That's
yeah.
cause that's
Yeah.
real. I love that.
Yeah, you
I
know-
love that. Ladies, get you a man that defends your honor.
We are not supposed to.
Or a girl, whatever. I'll defend
yeah.
honors for cats and stuff, I suppose.
Yeah, people be bullying me all the time. I'll be wondering where you at.
Who's bullying you? They
Look,
better don't.
I know.
They
Yeah,
better
no.
don't. You
That's
see these
right.
pythons?
Look,
I'm
right.
41
She
and I'll
ready.
kick
She
your
ready to knock
ever
somebody out.
loving. I got 9 years of pent up rage and aggression. I've been waiting to unload on somebody. I wish someone would
Release the rat.
release the beast.
You don't want to meet somebody who got some held in anger.
Oh my God.
Real. That's
Yeah.
deadly.
Really
It's
don't.
deadly.
And
So-
it's those little wiry ones you got to watch out for. We'll stick you.
Oh yes.
So, what is our sobriety times right now? Where
Yeah,
you at?
yeah.
Mine's is 60 days.
60 days for
60
Trey.
yeah.
How that's feeling to you?
It feel good. It feels good. It's definitely different. I mean, doing 4 years straight with drugs, it was hard. It was
Yeah.
hard. But now
Yeah,
60 days, I feel like I can just keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going.
Okay.
yeah.
So, has there been any periods where things felt overwhelming? Because we get rid of our biggest coping skill when we lose that stuff.
Mhm.
For
So-
sure. Just recently, like
Talk about it a little
things have been a little rough, like especially with my new treatment center. It was a little rough dealing with the people there because I'm new. But I've learned how to deal with the triggers and not have them become too big of a trigger for me to go use. I
Yeah.
call my fiance Jaleesa, and she's always there to listen to me when I go through my little stressors and everything. And she's amazing. She know how to keep me in control, keep me calm down and everything. So
Philly dudes will lose their mind so fast. It's not even.
Yeah, I knew a couple guys from Philly, and they were quick to anger.
oh, yeah.
Maybe I'm from Philly.
You
Could
don't
be.
even know it.
I mean, it
a
could be.
little
Who
blood
knows?
of Philly.
Yeah, it could be. Never do know. You look like you are hard in thought. And I'm wondering,
Yeah.
is this other guy coming on here too?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Well, so we should get these other guys on here before the show ends. I'm so grateful y'all came. But before you leave, at the end of each guest segment, we give y'all 30 seconds each to plug whatever you want. I hate that word plug. Shout out. Shout out to whatever you want.
I want to give a shout out to my beautiful fiance, my kids, baby boy Mikhail, daddy love you.
Aw.
Baby. I will give a shout out to my fiance, my kids, and to Will Works, period. I love it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty cool
Will
here.
Works,
Yeah,
number
yeah.
one. Will Works, number one.
Will
Yes.
works, I'm telling you.
Yes, if you work it.
You work it.
Yeah.
If you work
will
it.
work.
And then there's markers right there on the legend. If you want to find a spot and sign your names on the walls just to say you came on the Rule 62 podcast with Big O and Rambo.
That's
Thanks
right,
for
that's
having-
right.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for being on the show. Thank you so much. Have a good night, y'all. Thank
So
you.
real quick
Thank
before our next guys come in,
Yeah.
I'd like to say to our not yet sponsors, but potential new sponsor, EMI Audio.
Yeah.
If you guys are listening tonight, I am going to get you the stuff you asked me for, and we hope we get a chance to be partners with you.
That would be excellent.
Yes, it would.
We definitely could. It would be a lot neater.
It would be a lot neater.
Yeah, I don't even know if neater is a word.
It is tonight.
Yeah. So yeah, both of y'all, whoever it is, we really need somebody to vet our guests.
I know. I thought we had somebody. I thought
we did.
Oh yeah. But that
Whatever. That's
we gotta talk about that. Yeah. Is the other guy still out there? Okay, he's coming.
All right. Okay, cool. And you know how this works.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Throw a headset on there, bud.
Yeah.
Remember, you got to get real close to the
Real
microphone.
close, huh?
Probably closer. Yeah. What you got to do is sneak up real quiet.
Stick your finger in his
Don't
mouth.
say it. You're supposed to say that dirty stuff. Golly, Jesus criminy.
likes to go with
Shut. No, don't say
We
that.
can't be it.
Mark.
Listen, we're not being.
All right,
we're
being-
not doing
That was
any
a
of that.
brief. That was a brief being bad interlude. We're back now. You know,
You better clean it up.
cleaned it up.
Clean
It's-
that up.
Man, all right, let's talk.
All right. Well, who do we have? Who do we have?
I got Red Lake. They call me Red.
Hi, Red.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
Hi, Red. Nice to have you on the show.
Yes.
And I'm Forrest. I'm a drug addicted alcoholic.
Hello,
right.
Forrest. And this is the Rule 62 podcast.
Yeah, it's my first time ever on a podcast. So,
You're going to want to get your mouth close to the mic.
all right.
Yeah. So that TV land can hear you. This is recorded.
Okay.
Yeah. So, hi, TV land. We're in several countries. We're on all major streaming platforms. Oh, Jesus, while I'm at it, I always forget to do this. I want to give a big shout out to the Attitude for Gratitude
Yes.
podcast, which is our big brother show,
Yes.
big sister show. It's
Shout
our
out to
bigger
them.
show. Huh? Yeah.
Shout them out.
Yeah. So I know that you know what the Rule 62 in recovery is, but Red, do you know?
I do not.
It is don't take yourself too seriously.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's super easy to do that.
Super easy to do it.
I've been doing that way too much lately.
Eh,
Yeah. So on the show, we
Forrest, can I just
Yeah.
say for a second? I like you. You know that. I told you.
I feel like
No.
it's gonna get serious.
No, it's not serious.
Oh, okay.
But from your brief, fall, going back to treatment, you look so much better.
Mhm.
I'm happy to see you here smiling,
Yes.
not squirrely.
Yes.
Yes.
Brother, I'm happy to see you back here
Yes.
and doing well. Got you a spot. Man, I'm happy.
Mhm.
That's when you how should I say, when you actually sit down and you stop trying to live half measures, you know,
Mm.
trying to do
Yeah.
everything your
Yeah.
way, you know, and you start doing it the way the program teaches you, and you know, like literally listen into the herd, and you know, going with the flow instead of being that one person that wants to swim upstream
Mhm.
instead of going with the stream.
Yes.
Life gets easier.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So on this show, we hit you with a soft question to break the ice, and then
All
comes in with the heavy question. Okay. So, the zombie apocalypse is happening now.
Right now.
Right now. Shit just broke loose. Who in the world you can get there like immediately? Who would you take with you? Who's the one person? You only get one.
Let's see.
Stay close to the mic.
Yeah. Probably Rambo in his prime or something like that. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Not this Rambo, but Rambo, actual
Yeah,
Rambo.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel
Okay,
like you
got it.
When he
got.
first came out. You know
I
what
feel
I'm
like you
saying?
got Senior Citizen Rambo messed up because he was still
Yeah.
in movie number 8. What?
Yeah, there's so many.
But in his prime, I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
when he was taking on whole cities.
He was that guy,
Or
dude. He was the
take him
guy.
Yeah, or even
Yeah.
John Wick, one of the two.
Or take him as the general out of Tulsa King.
Oh,
I don't even know what that is. I don't even know
you
what you
never
just
seen
said right
Tulsa King?
now. I
What?
don't know. I don't really TV.
You're out the
We
loop
don't
then.
need TV.
Oh, way out of the loop. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
like verging on
yeah.
being a teenage senior citizen that barely even likes electronics. So I don't know how to use the
All right.
Snapchats.
Yeah,
What about
So
one for yeah?
yeah. So Forrest, if you were a color, which color would you be?
damn.
I'd have to be pink.
Yeah.
Well, you already kind of
All
are
right.
pink. but
Wait,
you might want to go
wait,
with something.
Yo.
Wait,
Yeah.
hot pink, light pink, dark pink.
Neon pink.
Oh, like that sign right there.
Yeah,
Really like that.
Yeah.
sign.
love it.
Like the classic neon pink.
Yes, my life got a roll. Okay, go ahead. With
I'm going with
big
green.
green,
Yeah.
Green.
like plain old green, or like lime green, or
Like-
chartreuse,
Like seasonally in bloom green.
spring bloom.
You
time.
know, when I said that out
that
loud
was
just
weird.
now, I thought how feminine an answer that was.
Who cares?
I felt it real deep down inside. Like,
So what
men are
the-
judging me right
if they are judging you for that, then they need to take a look inside themselves. Because men that are like, you could be secure in your sexuality.
I
you can
am. I was
still,
just
it's
joking.
okay. We love
I
you no matter
smudge.
what.
I don't judge.
Hey, I smudge, I don't
Yeah,
judge. I
smudge.
like that.
Yeah.
now. Hey, what are you doing Tuesdays?
What am I doing on Tuesdays? Just going to the wellness center up there, the recovery gym.
Okay, I'm
Is
in
he
Tuesday
WCRG?
evenings at 7:00.
I'll be open.
Make sure I'll get your number before. I want to get you up here for Tuesdays. We got the Red Road. We smudge. We read from the Red Road book.
Yeah.
It's good
I've
stuff.
been trying to find a
real
Will
Brady.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
just
yeah.
found it.
Yes, you did.
You
All
just
right,
found
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
One of
I'm
them.
gonna tap in with you. I'll come pick you up and everything.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good.
For sure.
Yep.
All right.
I'll be there.
All right. So who wants it first? 1, 2. This one is for you.
All right.
All right. So, what does being successful mean to you? How will you know when you've achieved success? That's a little bit easy one. But we're gonna go with it.
I was distracted.
Success. What does it mean to you? What does it look like? How will you know when you get it?
Nice.
Success to me is being sober, having my kids with me,
Yeah.
working, and just being part of the sober community and like giving back and trying to do service work like that. That's being successful to me.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
So the base, just being able to be functionally doing the next best,
Yeah. Because my life was a mess up until the ending of February. I relapsed. I had 16 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I relapsed there for a week, and I couldn't do it no more. It wasn't fun. Like the first day was fun,
Mm-hmm.
but the days after that, I was regretting it. So I turned myself into detox. When was that? On March 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then I asked them to find me a treatment center, and I ended up in Waverly, Minnesota.
Waverly.
Yeah. Right on the
John.
lake.
That's a John.
That
That's one of my sister
Herbert,
companies.
I don't know what. He was a vice president before Herbert something. You know, Herbert Humphrey.
Hubert H. Humphrey.
Yeah. That's his place
Hoover.
over there. That
Hubert.
building. Yeah.
Hoover.
Hoover. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
But that was a good treatment center. I liked it. I went there for 32 days, and now I'm here at Freedom Works.
Freedom Works.
Yeah.
All right.
Shout out to them.
I got another follow-up question for you because and I asked this question as a big guy who would find it quite difficult to work a full 8-hour shift or even a 4-hour shift at a job. You said one of your goals for knowing you were successful was working.
Yeah.
Like, what does that look like for you?
I don't know.
And I apologize if that's too personal. If that puts you on it.
No.
Okay,
it's
good,
not.
good.
Like, I never held down a job because I was doing other things. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
stuff that isn't legal and stuff like that to get money. But like, what I want to do now is like I want to try to get into like landscaping maybe or like construction.
Okay.
I want to do something like that, but I just don't know where to go right now. But people are telling me just walk up to a construction site and ask for the foreman. And
Yeah, no doubt.
Listen,
That's the thing. That's
listen.
telling
maybe-
them
Go ahead.
I'll start from the bottom. Like I'll clean up if that's what they want me to do.
Listen, check it out. I have worked construction almost like most of my adult life when I did work, and absolutely show up with steel toes on and a messy pair of clothes you don't mind sweating and getting dirty in. Make sure you got you like a hammer at least, and show up like you already belong there and be like, hey, you need any help?
Yeah.
What you need me to do?
Need a laborer?
Just act like you're
We'll
already
be
there.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
So what I hear you saying is that just the process of being in the work environment and being a productive member of society alone is success.
Yeah.
Okay. I look forward to that for you.
Yeah. What is, you got another serious
of course.
question
Yes, I
for
do.
Forrest?
Yeah.
Okay.
He over there waiting for it. I can see it in his
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All right, here we go. 1, 2. This was for you, sir.
That's great.
How can you become more truthful in self-reflection with yourself and with others? Truthful in self-reflection. I actually do think that's a deep one because when we tell lies to ourselves, it sounds like our own voice, so we believe it. So truthful in self-reflection.
So it sounds like you would have to do, I guess you'd have to
What
do
you would have to do.
an inventory and go down around to everybody you've ever lied to and make amends and be honest with yourself and them and be like, yo, I lied about this, I lied about that, and just be,
I think it's
Go ahead.
more about self-reflection, isn't it?
It's more about self-reflection, but I threw the others in there because
Oh.
we definitely do,
Did I hear it wrong?
No, you did. You heard it. You've heard it before. I just threw the with
Oh.
others in there.
Oh, she said it's her mouth.
Now, here's a question. Do you think that that's too much? Because you used a pretty big word. You said go around to everyone you've ever lied to.
Damn.
Or
Wait.
even some
Or
of them, I
her.
think of.
Wait,
Go ahead.
real quick, because I thought, okay, so I did that, right? And I was like rushing through my steps and
Mhm.
and I got to like my 8th and 9th, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go. This is where I'm gonna go make
Yeah.
all my amends, right?
So
And
on.
what about if somebody's not ready to receive your amend?
Yeah.
Like, so I have a bad habit of just rushing up and being,
Mhm.
but if I upset you in some way and you're not as like as I am, like
Mhm. Except when they do so would injure them.
them or others,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So to make sure that when we come to that, that
Yeah.
maybe the person receiving is ready and in a place to receive.
Right. And
Yeah.
at 60 days in, I don't want to hinder you or try to guide your response, but I just, when it hit my ears, I wondered, was that a too big of a, no? Talk
Well,
about
that goes with being in the program with honesty. If you're not honest to yourself, you go to hold a conversation and you're sitting there lying through your teeth, that just means you're reserved and you're holding on to reservations
Oh,
and
yeah.
you're still living in unhealthy mindset of
Mhm.
patterns that will probably take you back out, and you're still living in
Mhm.
darkness. That's where you got to cultivate a whole new mindset. That's what recovery is all about, is taking that street mentality, that life of crime, felonious activities, and how can I get over on somebody, or how can I better gain off of your pocket, or
Mhm.
that's like literally you have to take that whole thinking and just destroy it, flush it down the toilet.
I want to give you another kudo, by the way. When you first came back into the room, after I saw you over South, when you came here, you had a resentment with someone. And I gave you a direct challenge to go speak to that person and to not be resentful and to ask for a hug. And you did. The person you already know, the person came back to me afterwards. It was like, yeah, I talked to Forrest. I was like, fucking awesome.
Ooh, F.
Ooh, my
Ooh,
bad.
F.
So thank you for being willing to take direction and receive a challenge, and that being a part of the kind of person you are.
Was it me? Was it me, dude?
No, what?
And not there went my ego.
There's still a two-part to it, but
I'll
I
try
think
to help you
one-
with that other
one
part
needs
too.
to make the first step before
I will try to help you with that second part too.
but they have to be ready for it, like we were just saying. If they're
No
not
doubt.
ready for it,
Right,
Yep.
right.
you know,
Yep.
So that's why I say I'll try to help you with that part. The second part.
Yeah.
That one might be more. Sorry to talk in circles for people who don't know what we're talking about, but
All right.
everything ain't
You
for
have to be
everybody.
on the in crowd.
Are you
I'm
done?
lost right now.
I am done.
Are you done?
I am done.
All right. Okay. Okay, cool. We are at 8:50.
Oh,
That's rare. We usually be like, it is 9 o'clock and we are out of time and we're still yakking it up.
Yeah,
Today
Yeah.
kind of flowed by.
it did. It really did. I feel like
wait. I want to know like the whole zombie question you had.
Yeah.
I want to know who you guys would pick. You know what I'm saying?
oh,
Yeah.
one. I only took one.
Oh, yep.
My brother, my younger brother, Dennis.
I'm like whoever is in the
It
sober
could be a
community
fictional
with the
character,
biggest
right? Yeah,
arsenal
you pick
of-
Rambo.
Oh, if we
Alright,
can
so-
pick fictional, then my
Fiction.
answer.
I'll pick his
No,
dark
I'm still
side.
picking my
Superman.
brother.
Who?
Dark side.
I'm taking Superman.
Dark side.
Dark side.
What is that?
We're both DC. Dark side
Oh, okay.
I'm
has
taking Superman.
Dark side has a whole planet of minions at his beck and call. Some of them are
You mean
strong
the
enough
Dark
to
Knight?
hang. No, Dark side.
I don't
Get your
know.
comic book references together.
You know what? I should. I
Jeez.
really should, but whatever. I don't.
He's not Big O the King for not knowing it.
You dig what I'm saying?
I
Yeah, I'm a nerd apparently. People tell me that
Yeah.
semi-frequently.
have so many Pokemon cards. Oh no, Melvin! No, I hope my Charizard wasn't in there, dude. That
Oh,
fricker was.
is it graded?
Yes,
Yeah.
I hope that's not in the junkyard. Son of- Damn it. Ah.
So we got 8 more minutes. Talk to us about what you got going on in life.
Just taking it one day at a time. You know, this is the time where finally getting my housing, and I honestly don't need a job. This is the time where I got my room or whatever you want to call it, studio. I shout out to God, you know, without not going with the program. You know, if I would have jumped on that plane 6 months ago, I probably wouldn't be sitting where I am with the life lessons and the wisdom that you know I can finally take this next 6 months. If I don't even want to work, I can sit down and just get deep in my recovery.
That's what I
You know,
did for the
getting
first year.
connected,
Yeah.
You know, I don't
Yep.
got to worry about no food. I don't got to worry about a place to lay my head. You know, now's the time where I can like really
Build your community.
spiritually
Yep.
feel
Build yourself.
stronger.
I'm on
Yep.
the same boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just got to Freedom Works. When was that? Like 2 days ago. So
Nice.
yeah, and I'm glad I made it here tonight. Like the meeting was awesome. Like
Yeah.
because that room's a whole vibe for real. Like,
It is. Yeah. So what was
Yeah.
your first impression the first time you walked in the couch
Good
room?
question.
Yeah, like first I was walking through the beginning. I was like, what is this? Where we go? Because we're walking through the.
You got to get close to the
Yeah.
mic.
Where I was walking through the thing and like going through the little plastic things. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, what the heck is this?
It looks all very
Yeah.
industrial.
Yeah.
And then when I walked in that room, I seen it all. Yeah, I was blown away. I was like, holy shit! Like
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
all the couches and everybody sitting everywhere. I was like, whoa.
Ooh, it's a woman who her favorite, Bridget.
Yeah.
She
I love her.
always says, it feels like I'm sitting in my own living room talking to my best friends. And that really is the consistent vibe of Will Work for
Oh, yeah.
Recovery.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I got my 30-day coin tonight.
Yeah.
I'm back on it. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
So at yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know.
Right, I got your back.
Okay, good. Because I don't right now. I clearly have no idea what's going on, and time's just flying. I'm tired.
And
I'm very
just gonna put
tired.
it
So-
out there, my birthday Saturday. So
Happy birthday,
I don't know
Saturday.
what
Happy
I'm gonna do
birthday.
yet, so
You'd be 29, right?
no, I wish.
You're supposed to say yeah.
I'll be 36. So,
Nice.
Still a youngin.
yeah.
I was waiting. I knew it was
Yeah,
coming.
yeah.
Yeah.
I wear spectacles. You know what I'm saying? To see it straight. You know,
I prefer to call them
Yeah.
spectaculars. Listen,
spectaculars.
I
like
don't, even, I don't even really need glasses. I just have depth perception issues and astigmatism, apparently.
Mm.
These mother effers gave me bifocals this year.
No.
And you know what? I wore the first time I got brave enough to wear them out in public. I
Uh-huh.
wore them here, and some guy older than me told me they made me look old. I swear to God.
How dare he?
So I had
Man,
to not
man,
do
get
that.
some couth about yourself. Don't be saying stuff like that.
This is just a reaction that I have in my head. I'm
Right,
not really
right.
going to do it, but raise the roof. I'm tired. I don't know.
All right, so guys, we give people 30 seconds at the end of every segment to shout out whatever it is you want. What you got for us? What you got for us?
All I gotta say is take it one day at a time. Focus on your recovery and don't let anything slow you down.
That's right. Shout out to recovery, baby. We do recover.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. I just heard this recently. It's just like stay on the path of your goal. You know, man, there might be bumps along the way, and like it's not always gonna go as planned, like how you vision it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might have to take a turn, but
Mhm.
to keep on going for that goal because you did not fail. Like when you say take a left or something, and you're not going where you think you're gonna go. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like it's not always gonna be that way. So, but just keep pushing through and keep your eye on the prize.
Awesome. It's very lovely to
Yes,
have
it
you both
was.
on the show. What do you got for a shout out?
Jeez, I'm going blank too. I'm doing it. I'm shouting out our hopefully new sponsors, EMI Audio in Robbinsdale. You know,
Robin,
let's keep our fingers crossed that we can make that happen.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and also I don't know if this is. I'm just gonna do it, and I hope that it's okay. But if anybody wants to, or is willing to, or has any kind of audio equipment that's just laying around, you ain't gonna use it.
You got some know-how.
You got some know-how, like how to help us with our little switchboard here.
Mhm.
Like we would appreciate that, you
Yep,
know. And you can come and find mostly Big O here most of the time.
Yep.
I work a lot
shout
now.
out to Big O.
Big O,
Big O.
Constantinople.
Look, they calling me Little Austin around here.
I'm sick of their
Oh.
shit.
I know.
I want to shout out
Oh,
everybody who is still on this side of the dirt and everybody who has passed. Because that will be us one day, and hopefully it won't be at the grips of our active addictions. Yeah, a lot of people don't get the opportunity to come back through the doors.
Yeah.
We are the lucky, and we are the few. And so be grateful no matter where you're at. If you've got loved ones that care about you and you're still upright and breathing, got a fighting chance, give yourself a shot.
Amen.
Yeah. Love you guys. Have a good night.
good night.